Everyone, welcome to Maths Learning. Today's topic is class plus 1 trigonometric function exercise 3.3. As you know some basic concepts about trigonometry in first and second exercise, now let's do the next questions based on the basic concepts of the trigonometric function. Let's start exercise 3.3. Question number first. We have to show that sine square pi by 6 plus cos square pi by 3 minus tan square pi by 4 is equals to minus half. We have to show this left hand side equal to right hand side. So first of all we will write left hand side as sine square pi by 6 as sine pi by 6 whole square, cos square pi by 3 as cos pi by 3 whole square, and tan square pi by 4 as tan pi by 4 whole square. That is the right hand side. Now as you know the value of sine pi over 6, pi means 180 degree, 180 degree upon 6 means 30 degree. So sine 30 degree value, as you know, that will be half, and cos pi upon 3 pi means 180 degree, 180 degree upon 3 60 degree, cos 60 degree is also is equal to half. And we know that value of tan pi by 4, tan pi by 4 always gives you value 1. Since they have their square values, so you have to put square as it is. Understood? So that is 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4 minus 1. Now take LCM there. 1 plus 1 minus 4, that will be equal to 2 minus 4 upon 4. That means minus 2 upon 4. It implies minus half, which is our right hand side. That's all. So therefore we can say left hand side is equal to right hand side. Clear? Very simple question based upon the basic concepts of the trigonometry. Second, we have to show that 2 sine square pi by 6 plus cosecant square 7 pi by 6 into cos square pi by 3 is equal to 3 by 2. So write left hand side as 2 sine pi by 6 whole square, sine square was there, so we can write it's a whole square, plus cosecant 7 pi by 6 whole square there. Similarly write here cos pi by 3 whole square. In the next step we can say the value of sine pi by 6 means pi is 180 degree over 6 30 degree, sine 30 degree again gives you 1 over 2 value, plus yes bache, now there is 7 pi by 6. So how to reduce this angle you have learned in the previous exercise 3.2. so that is we can write cosecant pi minus pi by 6, pi plus pi by 6. So then pi 6 pi plus pi, that gives you 7 pi by 6 and it's a whole square as it is. What is the cos pi by 3? Cos pi by 3 means cos 60 degree. Cos 60 degree value is equal to half into half whole square. Clear? Equals to 1 over 2 square gives you 1 over 4 plus, yes bache, now you have to check its quadrant. Since it is pi plus, firstly you can write a cosecant as cosecant. It will not change into the secant because it is a multiple of pi there. So first of all write here cosecant pi by 6 whole square. Now check its quadrant. Pi plus means it goes to the third quadrant. Third quadrant only tan and cot are positive, others are negative there. So we will write there negative cosecant pi by 6 and 1 by 4 there. So we can cancel 2 with 4 there. You will get half. Yes, negative square always positive. So cosecant pi by 6. Yes, what is the value of cosecant pi by 6? First fill the value of cosecant pi by 6. That means cosecant 30 degree, that will be equals to 2. That will be equals to 2. That means minus 2 whole square into 1 by 4. It implies 1 over 2. Negative square always positive 4 there. Negative 2 square positive 4 into 1 by 4. Cancel 4 with 4. It implies half plus 1, that gives you 1 plus 2 over 2. That means 3 over 2 is equal to right hand side. So that is the, therefore right there left hand side is equal to right hand side. So very simple question again based upon the basic concepts. Question, they have given you cot square pi by 6 plus cosecant 5 pi by 6 plus 3 tan square pi by 6 equal to right side 6. So I have written there left hand side cot square pi by 6 as cot pi by 6 whole square, cosecant 5 pi by 6 as it is, and tan 3 into tan square pi by 6 as 3 into tan pi by 6 whole square. Now cot pi by 6, pi is 180 degree, 180 degree upon 6, that means 30 degree. So what is the value of cot 30 degree? That is inverse of tan 30 degree, that is square root 3 whole square there, plus, yes, now we have to reduce this 5 pi by 6 as in form of cosecant pi minus pi by 6 plus 3, yes, tan 30 degree is equals to 1 upon square root 3 whole square. Now square of square root 3 is only 3 plus cosecant pi, yes, it is a multiple of pi there, so it will turns to pi only, sorry, cosecant pi by 6. And check the quadrant now, pi minus pi by 6, pi minus is there, so it will goes to the second quadrant, and we know that in the second quadrant sine as well as cosecant both are positive, so it will remain positive there. And value here 3 into square root 3 whole square gives you 1 over 3 there, cancel 3 with 3. And what is the value of cosecant pi by 6? Cosecant 30 degree, that means inverse of sine 30 degree, that gives you 2 there. 2 plus 1, that gives you 6 equal to right hand side. So left hand side is equal to right hand side. Very simple question again. Clear? Now for next question number 4. 2 sine square 3 pi by 4 plus 2 cos square pi by 4 plus 2 secant square pi by 3 equal to 10. That is the right side. So I have written there left hand side as 2 into sine 3 pi by 4 whole square, cos square as we can write cos pi by 4 whole square, secant square can be write as 2 into secant pi by 3 whole square. So now as we have to split the value of sine pi by 3 as sine pi minus pi by 4 whole square plus 2 cos pi by 4 value is equal to 1 upon square root 2 whole square plus 2, yes बच्चे 2 secant pi by 3, secant 30 degree, secant 30 degree is inverse of cos 30 degree, that means 1 upon 2, so inverse is 2 there, so it implies value of 2, yes, sine multiple of pi there, so it will remain sine pi by 4. Now you have to check the quadrant. Since it is pi minus there, that means second quadrant sine always is positive there, plus 2 into square of root 2, that gives positive 2 there, plus 2 to the 4, that will be 8 there. Now we can cancel 2 with 2 there. So cos sine pi by 4 also gives you 1 upon square root 2 whole square plus 1 plus 8 there. 2 into 1 plus 1 upon 2 plus 9. Cancel 2 with 2. 1 plus 9, that gives you 10, which is equal to right hand side. So left hand side is equal to right hand side. That's all. Again, very simple question. Question number 5. I have written there some identities there on the right hand side of the board, that is sin x plus y equal to sin x cos y plus cos x sin y, sin x minus y, sin x cos y minus cos x sin y. Similarly for cos and tan are there. So you have to learn these identities because these are very helpful in the further questions. Now look at the question, that is sin 75 degree. As we know the sin 30 degree value, sin 40 degree 45 degree value, sin 60 degree and sin 90 degree, and sin 270 to sin 180 degree and sin 360 degree, but it is very difficult to know about such value. So these identities will be help you here to find out the value of sin 75 degree. Now you have to concentrate on the 75 degree. You have to split in such a form that you must know about the two values which you will split there. For example, I am splitting here 75 degree as sin 50 plus 15 degree. Can you split, sorry, 60 there, 25 you can also write, yes. 50 plus 25 degree. 50 plus 25 degree also gives you 75 degree. Clear? But we don't know about the value of sine 50 cos 50 and sine 25 cos 25. So you have to split in such a form that you must know about those values which you will write there. For example, I am writing here sine 75 degrees there, so we can split as 45 degree plus 30 degree. As we know the value of any trigonometric function at 45 as well as at 30 degree, so we have to split 75 degree in such form. Understood? Let's start. We can write sine 75 degree as sine 45 degree plus 30 degree. Now we have to use the first identity there, that is sine x plus y. Sine x plus y is equals to sine x cos y plus cos x sine y. Clear? And here value of x there is 45 degree and value of y here is 30 degree. So put here in this formula sine 45 degree plus 30 degree is equals to sine 45 degree cos 30 degree plus cos 45 degree into sine 30 degree. Is it clear? Now sine 45 degree as well you know, that is 1 over square root 2, and cos 30 degree value as you know, that is square root 3 upon 2, plus cos 45 degree again 1 upon square root 2, and value of sine 30 degree is 1 over 2. Now now have to multiply the terms, then take LCM. 2 square root 2 square root 3 plus 1 upon 2 square root 2. As the denominator of the both terms are equal there, so the LCM in the denominator will be remain 2 root 2 square root 3 plus 1 will go to the numerator. And next step is there, you have to rationalize there. Rationalize by, because there is irrational term in the denominator, so square root 6 plus square root 2 upon 4 is the answer there. By solving, multiplying the numerator with the numerator, denominator with the denominator, you will get the result square root 6 plus square root 2 upon 4. Now for second part, tan 15 degree, we have to split in such form, that is tan 45 degree minus 30 degree. So then you will get the subtraction there 15 degree. So we have to use which identity there to solve this tan value? We have to use this tan x minus y is equal to tan x minus tan y upon 1 plus tan x into tan y. So right here, using tan x minus y is equals to tan x plus minus tan y upon 1 plus tan x tan y. Here value of x, right here you can write, that is x equal to 45 degree and y here is 30 degree. So you have to put the values here. It implies tan 45 degree minus 30 degree is equals to tan 45 degree minus tan 30 degree upon 1 plus tan 45 degree into tan 30 degree. Just we have to put the values of tan 45 and tan 30 degree. As we know that tan 45 degree is always equals to 1 and tan 30 degree is equals to 1 upon square root 3. We have to put these values here. That means 1 minus 1 upon square root 3 upon, in the denominator, 1 plus 1 into 1 over square root 3. Clear? Now you have to take LCM in the numerator as well as in the denominator. Square root 3 minus 1 upon square root 3 in the numerator there will be over square root 3 plus 1 upon square root 3. Now further we have to solve this fraction by taking the reciprocal of the denominator and multiply it by the numerator. Yes. In the next step we can say square root 3 minus 1 upon square root 3. Now take reciprocal of this denominator term. Square root 3 multiply with the numerator. Square root 3 plus 1. Now cancel root 3 with root 3. Which thing is left there? Square root 3 minus 1 upon square root 3. plus 1. Now again you are check there, the value of denominator is irrational number. Square root 3 plus 1 is irrational number. We have to rationalize it again. How to rationalize? Multiply square root 3 minus 1 over square root 3 minus 1. So you will get there square root 3 minus 1 whole square in the numerator. In the denominator square root 3 whole square minus 1 square. Use identity there, a minus b whole square, that is a square, that is root 3, plus b square, that is 1, minus 2ab, that means 2 square root 3 into 1 upon square root 3 square gives you 3 minus 1 there. Square root 3 square 3 plus 1 square 1 minus 2 square root 3 upon 2 there. That means 4 minus 2 square root 3 upon 2. It implies, now take common 2 there from the numerator. You will get 2 minus square root 3 upon 2. Cancel 2 with 2. So what is the answer? That is 2 minus square root 3. That is the value of tan for 15 degree, which is equal to 2 minus square root 3. Now look at question number 6, that is cos pi by 4 minus x into cos pi by 4 minus y minus sin pi by 4 minus x into sin pi by 4 minus y. We have to show that it equal to sin x plus y. Now by checking the left hand side, we can observe the identities there. You have to check which identity is applicable there. You can see this pi by 4 minus x, pi by 4 minus x also there. Pi by 4 minus y, pi by 4 minus y. So we can say this pi by 4 minus x as a and pi by 4 minus y as b, a here and b there. Clear? Now check cos a, cos b, sin a, sin b. The identities are given there in the terms of x and y, but x and y are already there, so we have to use the identities in terms of a and b. Check there, cos a, cos b minus sin a, sin b. Cos a, cos b minus sin a, sin b. So which identity is applicable? That is cos x plus y. So we have to use this identity. So right here using cos a, cos b minus sin a, sin b, which is equal to cos a plus b. So where value of a, that is pi by 4 minus x, and value of b here is pi by 4 minus y. So just simply we have to put the value of a and b in the identity, which is I am writing directly right hand side there, that is because left hand side is already given there, so we have to write the right hand side only. That is equal to cos value of a there pi by 4 minus x. Now plus sign there, so use plus. Value of b there, that is pi by 4 minus y. Now in the next step we can add pi by 4 plus pi by 4. Yes, pi by 4 plus pi by 4, that means 2 pi by 4, that gives you pi over 2. So we can directly write pi by 4 plus pi by 4 as pi upon 2 there. Pi upon 2, this minus x minus y as it is. Clear? In the next step we can write cos pi by 2, take negative common there. So you will get x plus y there. Now in the 10th class you have learned about a formula, that is cos 90 degree minus theta. Cos 90 degree minus theta is equal to sin theta. Here theta represents x plus y, pi by 2 90 degree there. So we can say using this identity, that is sin x plus y, which is our right hand side. That's all. Please check any doubt there. If any doubt, then you can comment in the box. Thanks.